Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Sagittarius August 8, 2022. In the first half of the day, you could feel that the timing is off, and you might discover that the best approach is to move forward, back off, and then try again. Proving to yourself that you have the endurance to outlast obstacles will obliterate them over time, slowly but surely. It's not a great time to see eye to eye with a partner or to negotiate a matter. However, your conviction is building. Good energy is with you for connecting with your long-term goals. At the same time, the moon spends the day in your family and home sector, and the need to center yourself and address your needs for comfort and safety is strong. One of the most important and karmic cycles of your life has been facing you since 2020. This is because Saturn, our great taskmaster planet, has been glaring at you from across the sky in your solar 7th house of relationships. This will cast you beneath his shadow until March 2023. If you've been in any weak or rocky partnerships, they have likely ended, shattered apart like the straw that broke the camel's back. If you have been holding on to relationships that need to go, you still may part ways by next spring. Yet, the best part about this is that it teaches you what you truly deserve when you unite with someone, so any commitments you forge now could stand the test of time. Try not to focus on the past. Although it is important to consider the past, you should focus your time and attention on the future of your work-life balance under the first quarter moon in Scorpio. Your sense of power is tenfold under this lunation as it drives you to assume control of your work-life balance. Think about how you want to productively handle your responsibilities so that you can enjoy your time off from work. You might need to change how you accomplish your tasks at work to avoid bringing any stress home with you. This is a good day to do things with passion, and to throw your whole being into whatever project you are engaged in. Difficulty may arise when you try to throw a fanciful idea on top of the truth of the situation. Being honest with yourself and others is key to making this a successful day. Powerful emotions may crop up, and you may feel like everyone is on the brink of lashing out at you. This is all the more reason to be honest and expressive of your feelings. Your energy and drive have no bounds. If you had it your way, you would do everything and at the same time. Even though your interests are varied, you should concentrate on what's relevant. Involve your friends and relations in particular. You will spend wonderful moments together, and have great memories of them. You're a real go-getter, so why stop going and getting now? Any game you play, you stand a good chance of winning. Consider using your vitality and charm to win over some sassy new cutie. You're optimistic, willing to take risks. Self-reliance and the charm you possess gives you great confidence. If you suffer the indignity of being turned down by a potential date, this has little effect on the way you feel. There are people out there who appreciate what you offer and willing to share their love with you. There could be trouble brewing in your immediate environment. Some of your entourage neither like nor trust each other, and as a result it may be next to impossible for them to get along. Some adjustments may need to be made if they are going to be able to be in the same room together. If you're in a position to act as mediator, do it now. If you aren't, try to distance yourself from the situation. That's the only way to stay sane. Working with others will suit the energy this day brings. This master vibration can bring out the best, and it comes to fostering a cooperative spirit among people. This can work well for you if you have a group to manage today. Chances are, you won't have to do too much to get things going. The energy in the air will do most of the work for you. See what you can get organized and enjoy the team spirit that you're sure to witness. Striking a control balance when expressing thoughts or feelings can be helpful now. However, showing less restraint might help you lower an emotional drawbridge and adopt a no-holds-barred approach to communicating what you genuinely feel and need. Trust that this level of profound openness is the real deal and has far more plus points than negative ones. Far-reaching, transformational developments unfold with matters of the heart this week. So, be guided by your intuition more than you might normally do. Your inner voice can help you detect and separate what's conveniently hidden or avoided in your emotional world and how routines have been created to steer around a romantic or relationship matter that needs facing. Trust that removing a comfort zone or two won't bring discomfort, far from it, in fact. Our eyes in the sky. In the pre-dawn hours, the Sagittarius moon opposes Mars in Taurus. This influence stimulates irritation. However, we're more likely to bottle our feelings up instead of expressing them properly. It's natural to hold a grudge now, justifying our moodiness around situations that occurred in the distant past. If we are angry, discussing to clear the air may not be the best course of action right now. Instead, release aggression through physical activities, especially those which involve working with your hands. Crafting with natural materials or assuming construction projects can help us to regain a sense of control over our immediate environment. When we feel less helpless, we will begin to calm down. We're all likely to wake up feeling intuitively sharper and maybe even more creative than usual. But there could be a heavy emotional shift when the moon conjoins Pluto, and we'll have to take care not to overreact to any overpowering feelings. The psychic embellishments from earlier will remain very prominent, but you'll have to be cautious not to let them affect you too much. Avoid having arguments centered around any jealousy you may feel. It could make someone feel unjustly guilty or intimidated. Also be very aware of any negative self-talk, because it could also lead to desperate actions you later come to regret. There could be power struggles or issues with others who want to dominate us. If you feel like someone is pushing you to make a decision you aren't ready to make, take a step back and reassert your boundaries. You don't have to rush through your emotions to satisfy someone else's whims. Any negative energy that's been hovering around you could hit twice as hard when the moon sextiles Neptune tonight. The energy could affect your sleep and make you feel exhausted. In the morning, the moon squares Chiron in Aries, forcing us to confront repressed anxieties. We are emotionally stoic under the Capricorn moon, preferring to avoid conflict by busying ourselves with duties and responsibilities. There's a battle waging here between our inner elder and our inner child. We may be attempting to emulate the style of an older person in our youth who dismissed our creativity. And now, we are acting as the same gatekeeper for our wounded psyche. The best way to navigate these energies is to begin talking to ourselves in a new way, thereby acting as our protector instead of our worst critic. Following this, the Taurus Sun trines Pluto in Capricorn, helping us to tap our magic and personify self-esteem. By firmly standing our ground and advocating for our principles, we become authority figures in our own right. Subsequently, others treat us differently, affirming that we have all that we need within ourselves to embrace our agency. Relationships with superiors, bosses, and those in institutions should be farewell at this time. People in positions of power acknowledge our tenacity and dedication to excellence, helping us to rise further on the hierarchical totem pole.